affects our first impressions more? Sincerity, intelligence, personality, or is it physical attraction? Well, for better or for worse, it's that last one. Despite all of the beauty is only skin deep and real beauty is on the inside messages that we like to tell ourselves, and that I think we would all really like to be true, the truth of the matter is that we make a lot of judgments about a person based on their physical appearance. And this isn't even just about first impressions. This is about judgments about people in general. We perceive physically attractive people to be healthier, happier, more successful, and even morally superior. In comparison, unattractive people are more likely to be thought about as rude or unfair or even abusive. And if you think about this, you'll realize that this is portrayed in most of the media that you've seen. I think that Disney's Cinderella is a good example. We have Cinderella, who's beautiful and morally upright. And who is she being abused by? Her ugly stepsisters. And this is what we normally think about when we think of physically attractive people. But is it true? Well, yes and no. It is true that physically attractive people are more likely to make a favorable impression on their employers as well as be successful in their jobs. And because of this, they do tend to make more money. But it's kind of hard to know why this is. It could be that people who take the time to dress well and take care of themselves are more detail-oriented in general. And so they might actually do better at work for reasons that have nothing to do with physical attraction. This also might be a case of confirmation bias, meaning that we see what we expect to see about the world. In this case, maybe we pay more attention to the successes of attractive people as compared to their failures. And maybe we offer them higher salaries because we expect them to show competency in their work. While being physically attractive does actually have some real-world benefits, most of the things that we associate with it are kind of in our heads. For example, research has shown that even though people seem to assume that attractive people are happier and more self-assured, it turns out that attractiveness is actually unrelated to self-esteem and happiness. And there are also some negative aspects that can come along with being physically attractive. And that is that they are typically aware of the biases that are in their favor. And they tend to be suspicious that the praise or other good things that come their way are due to physical attractiveness and not to their abilities. So does physical attraction matter in the real world? It sure does, especially when we think about first impressions. However, note that all of our perceptions of what might go along with physical attractiveness are typically way exaggerated.